The Alliance of Veteran and Education Volunteers was organized in July of this year, 2015, in which time we set up a North Carolina 501c nonprofit corporation. The idea behind this program, set up by the Citizens Constitutional Caucus, was to assist veterans to earn supplemental income. Again, there are a lot of good programs out there for veterans, but still many are hurting the government that we don't think is doing their job to take care of them. So we want to come along with the system. The idea behind the paradigm, the freedom appreciation paradigm that was organized, is to assist the veterans in getting set up at locations, display to take in donations, at which time they take home 40% of the donations of that day. Normally in a 5-6 hour day, it's going to be $140 or more money. So this is adequate to help them if they do this once, twice, 3, 4 times a month, to pay rent, to pay light bills, heat bills, medical bills, whatever they're having trouble taking care of. So we wanted to take you to a location to better explain this, where we were set up at Walmart in Clayton, North Carolina a few weeks ago, and let you see the operation as it progresses. Let you see people responding. Let you talk to a couple of those working the donation tables, what they think about it, and to continue. And then we'd like at the end for you to consider helping more veterans. We would like to see 100 veterans in North Carolina out raising funds by the end of next year. You know, if we do this, we've figured some of the money down, we would be putting from $1.5 to $750 million in veterans' pockets by the end of next year. So we want to get a full year in. We want to thank Walmart, Kroger, Harris Teeter, Sam's Clubs, and many others that are assisting with this program, permitting the veterans to set up display tables for donations. So join me now as we go in to see the plan in action. Thank you. What I'm going to be doing, what we're setting up to do anyway, is explain what we do here, and I'll explain that to you folks if that's all right. And what we do is to set up the Alliance of Veteran and Education Volunteers. We started this a few months ago because we feel that veterans are getting the shaft on many things.
I agree.
And so what we were doing is looking for something to get direct help to the veterans. So when they're working a table like this, when they go home at the end of the day, they get 40% of what they take in directly. Another 30% is going to wind up in veterans' pockets. And so they're not waiting for a check in the mail. They get it as supplemental income to help them quickly. They've got a light bill, something else that's going on they need to pay. We get it for them. And so we just started this a few months ago. It's going great. Curtis is down the other. He's a 15-year veteran and on the thing. And so what we're trying to do is just help the veterans direct and take care of them and do what little we can. And we appreciate folks like you come in and will help out, because without you, we can't do it. 70% of what we wind up with goes to the veterans. 30% is this. It costs us about $400 to set each one up. And then they're on their own, and then they make money. So that's it. So you folks from here around Clayton?
I live up in Raleigh.
Raleigh, okay. All right, good enough. Well, we appreciate your help. And did you get something for what you gave? We don't sell anything. I want to put that on camera, as you folks know, but we give gifts for donations, various levels. So okay. If you give, like a gift of $10, you got the Eagle picture, the Last Supper picture, $20 is a hat. He wants an eagle. All right, give the man an eagle there.
That's what you guys done so much for our country.
Yeah, they've given and.
How much is for that one? You can have it. Sure.
Yeah. There you go. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
Now,
Yeah.
watch this a minute, son. Let me show you something.
Watch this.
Now, watch that eagle turn with you. See him turn with you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. How about that, huh? Isn't that pretty neat?
That is neat.
All right. So,
Oh, man. It just turned all the way over here.
yeah, he'll come get you wherever you're at. So take that home, put it in your room or someplace,
There you go.
and keep it. So.
No, wait, I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
Okay, you too, folks.
There you go.
Lord bless you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah, okay. Y'all come on back. Bye. All right, well, I guess that was kind of the introduction of what we're doing. We started this a few months ago to directly help the veterans. A lot of great organizations out there, but we couldn't find one that was coming directly to the veterans on the day they earn the money. So we set it up, we get the application, we, quote, vet the vets, and then we put them out, train them 1 day's training, and they're on their own. And Don's been doing it for, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks now. Curtis, down the other end that you'll see in a little bit, he's been at it for 4 or 5 weeks doing a super job. And then there's Alicia and Sheila and Sergeant Gillis, et cetera, et cetera. But we need to add more. We need help. As you heard me say to these folks, it costs about $400 to buy the tables, the inventory, everything to set up and get going. And then we find the locations. Walmart's been super with us, different locations, Kroger. Then we've had Harris Teeter, several others that we are putting out a referral list. So anybody that wants to get involved, give us a whistle, email. It'll be showing up at the end of the video. PatriotInstitute.us will have other information on it. So we've asked you to come in. Any veteran you know that is having financial difficulties and needs supplemental income, have them get a hold of us. And like I say, the information will be posted at the end of the video. Thank you. And now I want to turn it over and let Don say a couple things as to what it's meant to him. Mr. O'Leary.
Thanks, Don. Yeah, I think it's so far being successful. We've been getting to help some folks out, people who need the help. Me, I'm not a veteran, but I'm here trying to recruit veterans, so I fill in when veterans aren't available. I'm with God's Army, and that's who I serve. I'm boots on the ground here, and we pretty much going to do the best we can to get these folks what they need, because the folks that are supposed to be helping them aren't helping them at all. As a matter of fact, they're hurting them. Okay.
All right, Don, thank you. And one of the things that most of you may know and you may not is that the government froze the veteran benefits. Now, we're giving all kinds of aid to illegals, but we froze our veterans. It doesn't make any sense. So we want to help the veterans out, and that's what we're trying to do. And we would appreciate your help in supporting us. We have a PayPal button at PatriotInstitute.us. Other ways, information to mail checks to. So if you can help us, we'd appreciate it. If you know of a veteran that's needing help, let us know. Have them get with us. Get an application in, and we'll get to them. And as soon as we can get the funds set up, we'll get as many on. We're shooting for 100 in North Carolina this time next year. And right now we're talking to people in Atlanta, Louisville, a couple other places around the country to help out. So Lord bless, thank you, and thank Don, and we'll talk to Curtis here in a minute. What you see here are some of the gifts that we give out for the donation amounts. For instance, you have a lot of caps. People can take their choice. They're $20 a piece for a donation. We don't sell anything. We only take donations. You have the little eagle sign. I don't know where that'll show up on the video. That's 3D. Those things amaze me. That's in a $10 category, 10 and some $5 items. And so, any gifts appreciated. Some handful of change, dollars, anything. But we want to give back, and the veterans want to give back a gift of appreciation. So that's what this is all about.
Yeah, the folks around here have been pretty generous, I'll say that. So when these veterans, when they go home, they get 40% of what's in here. Okay? There's some 20s in there, there's 100 in there, there's a 50, and everything else. And that'll go directly into their pocket, 40%.
One of the other things, and what we're working on then, they have also bonuses in it, and that's why with that, and then we pay, everything we pay is percentages. So anybody, the IT person that works it, they get a percentage of gross income. So there's no salaries paid to anybody. It's all percentages, so we know what we can do. And if people don't agree to work for percentage, they can't work. It's that simple. But we have all kinds of people wanting to do that and to benefit our veterans. So we look forward to having a prosperous year next year and a good year and help a lot of veterans. Alrighty, back with you here still at Walmart today, down the other door. And Curtis McGladdy is working this end of the display. Curtis has been with us now for, I don't know, a month or so, about the 4th or 5th time out. And I'd like to give him the microphone and let him tell you what this venture has meant to him. Curtis?
Hello, my name is Curtis McClatty. I am a veteran and I'm very pleased to be working for AVEV. The best part of it for me, I believe, is greeting the people and watching all the families go past, and it's a wonderful experience to just wave at someone and get a big smile from them. And the other side is what we're doing is very important for veterans. There are a lot of struggling veterans out there, and I think this is a really good idea, a good way to help support veterans. I know just driving down the street, going from town to town, I see so many homeless veterans on the corners with their signs asking for help. And of course I'm glad to stop and support them all that I can, but I think this is a much better way to get them involved in something very positive, to get them back into something positive. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Curtis. And he brought up one thing that we're trying to figure out how we can help the homeless. A lot of those aren't on drugs. A lot of them, they're just down on their luck. And the trouble of it is they don't have transportation. So we have to have, or maybe we could get some volunteers to transport some homeless veterans to operate a display table where they could come in. And as we said before, they make 40% of the day's take. Curtis has had a bomb out last week at a certain location we won't mention. But basically, they're usually going to be in that 120, 140, get real fortunate on up for a take home at the end of the day. Cash, they count out the cash, they take their 40%, and they go, we take the balance to help other veterans and for supplies. One thing also, the veterans will train veterans, and that's on a training deal, and then they pick up a percentage off of what they bring in. So there's a variety of ways we work percentages. No salaries, will not work salaries, only percentages, so we know exactly where the money is going. So, all right, Curtis, we've appreciated you, brother, being around, and looking forward to many more weeks and months, and next year to a great year. Like I say, we want to have at least 100 veterans involved by this time next year.